All right, here's a dirty joke for you guys. So there's this guy, he goes into a bar and he's having a couple of drinks. And there's this woman sitting there and she's a lady of the night. And after a few drinks, he says, "All right." He goes over to her and says, "Hey, how much for a handy?" She says, "That'll be $250." He says, "What? $250 for a handy?" She said, "Well, come here for a minute." They go outside. There's a Ferrari there. She says, "You see this Ferrari? I bought it cash because I give great handies." He said, "All right, I'll try it." Pays her $250, and absolutely, it was just the best handy he ever had. And it actually satisfied him for a whole week. Well, about a week later, he goes back into the bar, and he's sitting there, and there she is again. He's having some drinks, and he goes over to her and says, "Hey, how much for a BJ?" She says, "That will be $500." He goes, "Jesus Crow, $500 for a BJ?" She says, "Come here for a minute." They go outside. She says, "You see that house up there in the hills?" He goes, "Yep." She says, "I bought it cash just because I give the best BJs." He says, "Well, if you weren't lying about the handy, all right, we'll do it." So he pays for it, and sure enough, it was great and amazing. So as he zips up his pants, he goes, "Man, maybe next time I'll have to give that vagina a try." And she says, "Boy, if I had one of those, I'd own this town."